What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report. So let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. That's ICYDK.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices and the World Wide Web. Let's go. We're going to start this off with Glorilla. Now, Glorilla, she's dropping on Friday, tonight at midnight. Her, Latto, and Gangsta Boo. Shout out to Gangsta Boo. Will be dropping their record. A lot of people was thinking that this song was called Gangsta Boo. I'm sure that's people who don't know who Gangsta Boo is, these youngins. But Latto has always said that one of her inspirations was Gangsta Boo, and she's going to put her on a record with Glorilla. This is great for hip-hop. This is what I'm talking about, man. The younger school showing the OGs like Gangsta Boo, who people may have forgot about, who don't give a lot of light to, showing them some love on a new record, try to introduce them, to the new school of rappers. So I love that. I love that I'm seeing that 21 Savage and Nas, Papoose and Lil Wayne, even though, Lil Wayne isn't new school anymore. But I'm seeing, Conway and Big Daddy Kane. Love to see it. The women got to do it more, though. The women got to do it more. I know Remy did a joint with Rhapsody, so we need to see more of the OGs and the younger. I need to see Cardi B and Lil Kim. I need to see, Nicki Minaj and MC Lyte. Need to see that. You know what I mean? That would do the new school so much better, so good, so good. Let them know. Let's start bridging that gap and making rap like every other genre. No other genre calls. Pop music don't say old school. You don't see Taylor Swift calling Madonna old school, or Taylor Swift calling Cyndi Lauper old school. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else has an old school type of music except hip hop. We're the only genre that puts ageism on our artists, and it needs to stop. So shout out to Glorilla and Latto. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Moving on to Summer Walker. Now, Summer Walker, coming off her snubs on the AMAs and the Grammys, said, you know what, forget it. These award shows are going to play me anyway, so I'm going to get back to making the soul music that I like to make. So Summer Walker pretty much confessed that she was trying to make music, to appease the masses. But when she did that, she didn't get any nominations anyway. And she made some comments saying, when Beyonce won for R&B artists, she said, man, these R&B songs now sound so different from what they did back in the day. Now there's, R&B songs are winning in pop songs are winning in R&B categories. Hip hop songs are winning in R&B categories. And house songs are now winning R&B categories. Everything seems to be winning R&B awards except R&B. And then, let me tell you something. I'm not the biggest Summer Walker fan, right? I'm not. But she has a very good point. I agree 100% with Summer Walker. And Summer Walker's album, I believe her album was number one, overall. I believe her album was number one. And it sold over 100, over 150, what did it do, like 178? Something like that, the first week. It was definitely over 100K. So I don't understand how that album didn't get any nominations. It should have won, actually. She should have won 2 or 3 awards between the Grammys and the AMAs. So shout out to Summer Walker. She said she'll get back to making music she likes to make. Moving on to Will Smith. And we'll show you the footage of Will Smith. Whatever footage we have to show you, we'll show you after the commentary. But Will Smith sat down and he's still explaining why he finally coming clean and saying the reason why he slapped Chris Rock. Now, Will sat down with Trevor Noah and basically explained that he was going through things, even though he doesn't try to justify himself. But he said he was going through things there, and that was just a whole lot of anger built up in him that he was bottling inside. Also made notion to seeing his father be abusive, growing up in an abusive household, seeing his father be abusive to his mother. Right? He said he made notion to that in the memoir, how he never did anything to his father. And now that he, is an adult, he saw, Chris Rock, talking about his wife, about somebody he loved, and he just let this emotion out, basically saying because he never did anything to the father, he felt as though, oh, this was his get back. And he's just sorry that he used Chris Rock, as the get back. So, Will he's still very upset and shaken by it. He says he understands if the world does not like him, it does not want to see his movie, but he just said just don't take it out on the art or take it out on the new actors that are in the movie. So, you can choose to believe Will Smith or what, but he is banned for 10 years from the Oscars. So at some point we have to forgive Will Smith. I don't know whether Chris Rock has or not, but at some point, are you ever gonna forgive Will Smith or no? Moving on to Kim Kardashian. So she has finally disowned Balenciaga. She said she will no longer be working with Balenciaga, and I'm glad Kim came to that decision. A lot of people say, "Oh, she only came to that decision because people put so much pressure on." I mean, what do you want? Like, do you want these people? You go and give them backlash because you want them to say something different. Then when they say something different, you say, "Oh, the only reason why you did it is because," I mean, who cares? You said, "Oh, you should disown Balenciaga." That's what Candace Owens said. That's what a lot of other fans are saying. Now that she finally disowned Balenciaga, "Oh, you only said it because," like, come on, man. What do you want? Like, pick a side. Do you want her to disown Balenciaga and not work with them? Or if you didn't, you could have said from the beginning, "I don't care whether she disowns them or not." Like, she didn't say nothing without her saying anything, so she might as well just go on working with them. And we'll close it out with LeBron James. And LeBron James, I want to see people keep that same energy. I want to see people give him the same amount of credit as you did when you got on him. Now, LeBron James was during a press conference, and he stopped the press and he said, "I just a little disappointed that you guys have not asked me about the Jerry Jones picture." Now, for all of you who don't know what he's talking about, there was a picture that circulated or recirculated of Jerry Jones, I believe it was in the 1940s or 1950s, and he was participating in a protest against making schools unified. He was out there. He was one of the white people standing. He was, at the time, I believe he was 15 years old. One of the white people standing out and speaking out against unifying and segregating black schools. So that picture circulated. I believe Jerry Jones made a statement, a comment, or apology about it. I believe, but pretty much the media threw it by the wayside and wasn't saying much. And that's what LeBron said. When it is black people, when it's my people, it's on every tabloid. You keep talking about it. When it was Kyrie, y'all came and asked me right away, but nobody said nothing about this. I'm going to let you hear what LeBron said. Take a look at all the footage, and then y'all leave your comments below. Give LeBron credit the same way y'all tore him apart. Give him credit. And he always speaks up for black people. Always. If we're going to keep it 1,003, he always speaks up for black people. So give him the same amount of credit as you were quick to try to tear him down when he didn't say what y'all wanted him to say for Kyrie. And Kyrie ended up saying later anyway, the exact same things LeBron was saying. So let me know down below how y'all feel about all these topics. I'm your boy Heaven Hollywood. Stay tuned for the footage, and we'll catch you on the next one.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.